Hey friends, you're watching BrainStormAcres. I'm Henry.
And I'm Irene.
Today we're going to be finishing off the installation here in the greenhouse. Be moving a few things around in here. We need to get the sump ready so I can move the Dutch buckets down. And then I think if we have time, we're going to have Irene unearth some sweet potatoes out of the yard.
Right. We had 2 buckets of sweet potatoes in the yard. One bucket was badly damaged by the deer. Basically, they ate every strip of green off the top of it. So that one we harvested probably a month ago.
Yeah, maybe 6 weeks ago. And,
Something like that.
We had a couple pounds.
Right, and gosh, they were good. We've already eaten them all. But the other one still had a lot of greenery to it, so I kept it covered. And we have now lost the tops due to freeze. So we know we're going to have a hard freeze again this week. So we're getting those sweet potatoes out of there now before we risk losing them.
Yeah, we planted these sweet potatoes in a combination of mulch and some potting soil.
Yeah.
And that does a good job growing for us, but it doesn't protect much against really hard freeze. And we're going to be down, the weather forecast says we're going to be down to 17 degrees. We'd guess it's probably going to be 12 or 13 degrees here at our homestead.
Right.
So we figured we'd go ahead and get them out today. It's a couple of days before we're supposed to be really freezing.
But we have lots of other things to do, and if it fits the schedule today, we'll do it today so that we don't have to do it at the last minute or try and throw it in the house or something like that.
Yeah, not in the house. So stick around.
In there?
Yep.
I am wondering if it might be easier to just put it that way.
Yes.
And then
That's what I suggested. Another 4 inches. 2 inches. Fine.
okay, you want to push it in?
Yep.
Okay. I don't like the idea of pushing on the plastic too hard. See what I mean?
Oh, it's held back by the rib.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
This?
Tape measure, tape measure, tape measure.
Just a second, I'll get the camera.
Just turned it on.
Huh?
I just turned it on.
Good. Thank you.
Of course, we have a piece of board that's uneven again here.
Of course.
I think I would not worry about it.
Nope, that's fine.
Yes. It's the angle thing, you know?
Yeah, that's fine. Just go ahead and push
Yeah,
it in.
It's good enough. This side doesn't push in.
Yep.
Close enough, though. And now we get to see if we have any sweet potatoes.
Well, we got the insulation done.
We did! Yay!
Now we get to go check to see if our sweet potatoes from the yard produced anything.
Right.
And if they didn't rot.
Right. Look at that beauty. Woo! Cool. All I expect to find, but I'm pretty happy. happy with that.
There's another one down there, I
There's
think.
a little bitty one. Yeah, what happened with these is there were 2 buckets of sweet potatoes in the yard, and the top was completely eaten out of one of the plants by the deer. So we had to harvest that one, geez, probably a month ago. And this one hadn't been too badly damaged. It had some damage, but it wasn't awful.
There you go, breaking the sweet potatoes.
That's right. So I need someplace to put these. Dear. I have too many sweet potatoes. Oh no.
No such thing as too many sweet potatoes.
Anyway, so this batch was damaged but not completely eaten off. So we decided to, oh, there's a nice fat worm in here. So we decided to let this batch of sweet potatoes sit as long as we could. Well, they got hit by frost the other day. So, because the other one, we got some nice sweet potatoes out of, but we didn't feel like it had, you know, there were a lot of small ones that, you know, could have maybe been better. Now these all went in way later than they should have. So for us to get this good a harvest, we are psyched. We will definitely be doing this again next year. I'm actually going to see if I can figure out a bed that I could just plant sweet potatoes in and amend the living bejesus out of, if you will, and let it go. Because that's the nice thing about sweet potatoes is it's one of those plant it and leave it sort of things. You have to water it, you have to fertilize it, but other than that, you don't do anything with it. And we're trying to find more plants like that, so we're not constantly beating ourselves to death working in the garden. So, yeah. I think that's it now. I'm really glad we made the decision to let them sit though, and to let them run as long as they could until we got frost.
Well, we've actually had some frost days so far, but we're heading for a freeze, and
Well,
this bucket will probably freeze.
Well, yeah, the bucket would probably freeze. And we had some damage before, and I'd been able to keep it covered partial way. So. What's that?
Hands! Well, we hope you enjoyed this little bit of foolishness this morning. We finished getting the insulation set in the greenhouse. We dug up our sweet potatoes from the yard, and we had a big surprise.
Right, which was awesome. So be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because we're going to be doing lots more.
Thanks for watching. We'll talk with you later.
Bye.
Bye.